All right. We back. We back. We back. We should be back. Let's get into this part two, man. Let's get into this part two and listen to a little bit more of this. Well, let me make sure we back. Yeah, we back. We back, y'all. We back. We back. So let's listen to a little bit more of where we stopped at. The brother Ankh, he was kind of going in, saying some good things. Yeah, let's get into that. Let's go.
CIA agent, I get it. You wasn't literally saying he was that. You was just saying the information that you putting forth. It's the same thing they did in the '60s, and you're the only one that was back there then. You've seen it. You've seen the mess that was caused by the government, and it's the documentations. You've given me the documentation before. Everybody listening to this program know it is clear documentations. They put a wedge in between us. All you saying is, I don't want that to happen. And then in the next sentence, you was
And see, the crazy part about it is that even though the brother was there during the 60s and 70s, we know this to be a fact because we have the documents that we can show. We can read through the documents ourselves. So even though he was there, we know that this took place.
like, I don't think he's that. Now, how could you say both? Because it's the African teaching style. You're bringing out the behaviors. You're teaching. You're storytelling, and then you explain how I think it was the government, not him. So, but listen, you dealing with TikTok, YouTube, short attention span people who are not as educated as you are.
That's a fact.
Right? And you know why? Because they don't follow the steps. See, they want it all at once. I was forced to follow the steps, bro. You was like, hold on. You don't know yet. Hold on. You made me sit there and hear what you were saying. You made me have conversations. You talked to me. You let me, and when it was time to let me go, you let me go. They're not doing that now. You got a group.
And let me say this, as far as the steps, there are no steps to this shit anymore. Like what Unc is saying, like man, that there had to be steps. There aren't steps anymore. Like the information is out there. Like you didn't have to join a group to actually get this information to where they would disseminate it, to you. No, the steps are gone. The steps are gone. There are no steps you have to take. You don't have to sit under no master teacher and he has to break this stuff down to you so you can understand it. No, there are no steps anymore. The information is right there at your fingertips. The information is right there at your fingertips. There are no steps. There's nothing that the brother Smalls can teach me that I don't have access to myself. Now, back in the day, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, yeah, you would have to learn this from somebody for the most part. You would have part of the puzzle, but you wouldn't have the entirety. Today, December 2nd, 2025, there are no steps. You have everything that you need. I disagree with Uncle Nat. Not saying that he's wrong and he doesn't know what he's talking about, but I just disagree with that. That there are no steps. There are no steps that you need, nigga. Nowadays when you cooning and you cooning for the white man, you're doing this shit because you understand what you want the outcome to be. You understand what you want the outcome to be. Back in the day, black people that was cooning, they did it on a wing and a prayer, hoping that something would happen for them. Today, when people coon for the white man, they know exactly the outcome. You want to know why? It's because these steps, if you will, have been replicated over and over and over. It's been replicated over and over. So when you take a person like Candace Owens, she knows exactly what the outcome is going to be. She knows she will get paid very handsomely off doing what she's doing because people before her has done it already. There are no steps that you need to take. There is no go to talk to this person and they'll teach you how to be a fucking coon and you have to sit under their tutelage. No. You go on the internet and you talk down about black people. That's step 1 to step 99. It's very simple.
People are saying Tariq is not the leader. Wait a minute, bro. We're not saying that your name was signed on a piece of paper to be the leader. We're saying your actions, the way you command the crowd, the way you bring people in, right, clearly shows that you're the head of something. And that is responsibility. It's not responsible to always say, I'm not the leader. That would not be true. Fundamentally, that would not be true. So I can't sugarcoat none of this. There's a point, though, they got us all into trouble. Not me, because I stood on it. And it's that fake acting like we're in America first. I can't cut no cars. I can't do it.
Now I gotta wheel you back in because I want to keep this.
I'm gonna freeze it. I'm done. I know. I said it. It's that point that FBA or African Americans claim that they in America.
No. See, she trying to stop him. No, don't stop him. Let him go. Let him go because he's speaking truth. Let him go.
America first. And I'm saying that pseudo information and misinformation. And I'm gonna play the clips and we're gonna get into it. Go ahead. You don't gotta wheel me in, Doc.
Yeah, I just say yeah. I just want to.
Did we not have a fight over Doc? Me and you fought for weeks over conversations before you put out your mail track episode. And I'm saying if you are sister can do it, then the rest of them can do it too.
No, I'm with you. I just want to keep this on.
I just want to get it.
I hear what you're saying. I just want to get off. No, I understand, but I want to keep this focus.
She's trying to keep it Pollyanna, if you will. So the good, doctor, professor doesn't feel some type of way and he isn't, needlessly slandered. I get where she's coming from. But now ain't the time for that shit. Now ain't the time for it. Especially when he's agreeing, saying, I'm FBA and I'll die for FBAs. Professor James Smalls, no, you should never die for a fucking FBA. Because you're going to be dead and gone, put in the goddamn ground, and these motherfuckers are going to hate everything that you ever stood for. No.
Focused on people understanding and giving context. I understand what you feel like is pseudo and it's misinformation, disinformation, but I want to keep this solely right now about clearing up whatever misinformation or disinformation is out there about.
He cleared it up already. He cleared it up and he acquiesced to Tariq Nasheed's point. What are you talking about? What else is there to clear up? The moment that Professor Small says, I would die for an FBA, that's it. He cleared it up. What more do you want him to say? I'll lick his dirty drawers? No, he's cleared it up. He said, I don't got a problem with Tariq Nasheed. I'll die for an FBA. Some bullshit that Tariq Nasheed made up to hate on fucking continental Africans and immigrants. He fucking agreed with that shit. So what else does he have to clear up? Fuck all of that Pollyanna shit, man. We don't need to be gratuitous to these people who fucking hate us. What are you talking about? This is why you begin to see Tariq Nasheed would put out all of this hate and vitriol to immigrants and continental Africans and Caribbeans. And then what did you begin to see? You begin to see them start to promote hate towards African Americans because he started the shit. Tariq Nasheed started the hate towards these people. So now when they come on to talk to him, now he has content. Now he's saying, well, look how they feel about you. But they didn't feel any way about you. But now they're feeling some type of way because they're responding to Tariq Nasheed. So you don't have to rein in Brother Unc. No, he's perfectly correct in what he's saying. Yes, did you or do you have today continental Africans, Caribbeans, Hispanics who hate black people? Yes, this is true. Yes, it's true. But that doesn't speak for all of them. It doesn't speak for all of them.
Oh, Professor James Small. That's what I want to keep this focused on. Dr. Assad, do you have any questions for Professor James Small regarding this situation?
Yeah, I like that. So peace and power, Baba Professor Smalls. Peace. I'm brother Dr. Dennis Saul Winkler here in Baltimore. You've been to the center about 3 times with Brother Jabari at TNAT.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I have a question, and it's more of a framing of things. and I'm seeing it in the chat today, is this idea that Pan-Africanists are one-sided. And I don't know where that's coming from, because most of the people I hear, including yourself and Dr. Maya, many people saying, I can understand why.
No, I don't know what he means by that, and I'm gonna give him a chance to clarify that because I don't know what he means by that. Like I said, I haven't heard this, but I am one-sided. I am one-sided 100% when it comes to unity with black people here in America and black people across the face of this goddamn earth. I am one-sided. I am 100% one-sided. But maybe I'm wrong and I probably jumped out of the window, but let's go.
You know, identifying one lineage here in America is essential, it's also, we can't deny our Africanity or African lineage. So my question is, Dr. Small, can you clarify something for us? Two people can say the same critique, but one speaks from unity and the other speak from separation. Can you explain?
Fuck no, it's impossible. It's impossible. We can't have the same message to where I'm aiming to divide and you're aiming to bring together. We don't have the same message. We don't have the same message if you're aiming to divide and I'm aiming to bring together. It can't be the same critique because my critique is going to have malice behind it if I want to divide. If I want to bring together, my critique is going to have love in it. So there's never ever going to be a time that Tariq Nasheed can use the same critique that I have for Africans on the continent or Caribbean or Hispanic people. There's never going to be a time that we can offer the same critique because his is built with malice, which changes his critique ultimately, which is he's going to say some off the wall shit ultimately. Can we start off at the same place? We would never end the same place because Tariq Nasheed's so-called critique is not a critique, it's hate. Whereas me, as a Pan-Africanist, I'm going to critique you out of love, and it's going to be from a place ultimately that I want you to correct and or be better. No, that's impossible. And no disrespect to this brother, but that's a dumbass fucking question to even ask that goddamn question. I'm sorry, but that's a dumbass question.
Explain how the intent behind the critique changes the meaning, even if the words sound the same.
It's not a fucking critique. When it comes from hate, it's not a critique. It's just hate. See, he's using the word critique to make it seem like a person that hates you and a person that loves you are coming from the same place. They're not coming from the same place. So why would you start off with calling it critique? See, me, I can critique my family members. I can critique my daughter. I can critique my brother. I can critique my sister. But when there's a motherfucker on my sister's job who hates her, she's not critiquing her. The girl on my job, the girl that's on my sister's job, she's not critiquing my sister. That's not a critique. When I'm telling my sister, hey, you know what, you should probably be like this or probably be like that, I'm critiquing my sister. Because I want her to, number one, hold and keep the goddamn job, and B, be able to provide for her kids. But the motherfucker that's critiquing her, she want her fired. She's doing this out of malice so she could spaz out, go wild out, and be fussing and fighting in the middle with a goddamn job. So it's not a critique. It's not the same thing.
The same. If you follow me, I'm basically saying that there's been this argument and debate around this idea that, you're saying the same thing that they say, but I think that, yeah, you say the same thing, but they're not making room for this and part. Like, and from an African Center standpoint, it's a both and. So the and part is I can be FBA, I can critique my brothers and sisters from the continent here in America, wherever, but at the same time, I'm doing it from a place of in the family love, not as a separatist.
And see, this is what I just said. FBA is not coming from family love. So if they're not coming from family love, then why are you calling it a critique when it's coming from FBA? Because you know and I know and we know that anytime an FBA is speaking on an African, it's not coming from family love. You only aim to harm these people. That's it. I apologize. I don't know this brother like at all. But no, bro, you got that wrong. Like that's a totally useless question. But let's listen to more.
Right, and that's the clarity.
Yes.
When I criticize FBA, which I haven't done as extremely as they've said, that's you know, I'm then what do you say? I'm then the enemy. When I criticize the brothers and sisters from home, then it says I'm a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
And I use Africa as home because I lived there millions of years before I lived here.
Mm-hmm.
And so people can understand that I teach spirituality from an African sacred science perspective. I have always existed. When I die out of this body, I will still exist. That's our science. That's the science of the universe, cosmos, ecology. But to come back to Pan-Africanism, Pan-Africanism, which is a phenomena that grew out of the Caribbean and the United States and then into Africa, is about the unification of African people after the disunification of African people due to slavery. Okay, slavery disunited us, tore us from our home, from our families, from everything, from our culture, but we never lost everything. We always retained some things. If you go back to the 1770s, Prince Hall Freemasons called themselves the Free African Lodge. If you go to 1749, in Georgia and South Carolina, the Black people there called themselves the African Baptist Church, which became the Black or the Baptist Southern Baptist Conference. That thing started in 1749 as the African Baptist Church. In Philadelphia in the 1700s.
The reason why Professor Smalls is not answering that question directly is because he understands exactly what I just made understandable to you guys. Is that you cannot come from a place of hate and try to critique someone. It doesn't fucking exist. We're not doing the same thing. It's impossible for me to critique you if I'm coming from a place of hate and the person who loves you is also critiquing you. It's impossible. You're using the same word, but you're doing different things. Because when you critique someone, what do you want the outcome to be? When you love that person and care for that person, you want them to be better. But when you critique that person, right? Babylon Dunn says, same message of truth, yet a different intent or motive. When your motive is to harm that person, that's not a critique. That's a fucking trick bag. When your intent or your motive is to hurt someone, that's not a critique. That's a fucking trick bag. That's not a critique. And I think this is where things go off the rails because some may look at, oh, well, the FBAs are just critiquing Africans. They're not just critiquing Africans. They're not just critiquing Africans. That's not what they're doing.
We call ourselves the African Methodist Church. We never forgot we were Africans. And we always use it to identify our institutions. In 1892, T. Thomas Fortune called the organization he founded the Afro-American League. This is before Malcolm X was born. Martin Delany, before the Civil War, went back to Nigeria to a place called Abeokuta, where his grandfather was from, and organized what it is called the Niger Valley Association. And they gave him enough land to bring all of us back home and sent him here to bring all of us back home. But everybody, some people wanted to go, some didn't want to go. in the founding of Liberia, we didn't go there and take the land away from some other Africans. And it was some white folks who got together initially.
Hold on, real quick. That's bullshit. That's exactly what happened. Is niggas with the help of white folk went to go take the fucking land. Like, let's stop playing. I don't even know why this is even a thing. No, that's what the fuck happened. How the fuck do you go to where people already are and say, "Hey, we're gonna break ground on this land"? No, that's bullshit, bro. It's the same shit that the fucking white people did in America to the Native Americans. How the fuck do you go and break ground and say, "Hey, this is what we're gonna be"? So to say that no, we never tried to, no, motherfucker. Yes, you went there with the same colonization efforts and ideas that fucking white people had. And to say that you didn't is a goddamn lie. That's a lie, bro. You went there with your European mindset and you went there to excuse me, to take over what the fuck they already had. You didn't go there to try to uh to try to amalgamate yourself into what the fuck they was doing. Yes, to certain degrees you did when it came to their food and some of their culture, but no, you went there to colonize those motherfuckers. Like that's what the whole shit was about. That was the American Colonization Society or whatever the fuck it was called. Like I don't agree with that revisionist bullshit. You know, like that's ridiculous. We can't say that, bro. We cannot say that. Like America sent niggas over there, so Liberia could be a satellite city, like that's a satellite country. That's really what the fuck it was, if we being honest.
And then got with some black folks that found the American Colonization Society to try to figure a way, how do we get the free blacks out of this country, because they're fostering rebellion by the enslaved blacks. So let's get them out. And the get out was to buy the swamp lands in what is now Liberia, where those people established a nation there and brought the indigenous population who had been involved, some of them in the slave trade, into that new nation. You know, and I've criticized all of this stuff. People need to study history and understand it's not a contradiction. It looks like you're going up and down. It's because I don't side with nobody black. I side with everybody black. And all of us, including me.
But how does that even make sense when you say I don't side with nobody black, but I side with everybody black? That doesn't make sense. Even in the slightest. I don't side with anybody black, but I side with everybody black. You know, like that's, come on. You know, I'm old enough, I have enough information to where I don't have to agree with everything that the good brother Professor Small says. I don't have to agree with everything. But, you know, especially on this Tariq Nasheed issue, but it's like, come on, some of the stuff he says is like kind of ridiculous when you actually know what the fuck was actually going down. But nevertheless,
have a contradiction. I have contradictions. I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm trying to put it together. But my intention, all content must have intent. You taught us that. All content must have intent. My intention is to show love and unity through understanding and analyzing our contradictions. Right? And so if I don't get it verbally right, then I understand if you want to kick my behind, do it. I'm not running. The demon rats that run this country will tell you the one dude that they can tell you ain't running is me. Okay? And the one dude they can't put no money in his hands is me. I walked away from the most powerful Muslim mosque in this country as its imam, having been to Mecca, because I turned down the money. Because I said, this ain't African enough, even though Malcolm founded it. And I walked away and left the money on the table. You don't want to even know how much money was on that table. There's so much you don't understand about the war against us and why they want us disunited and why they want to rip us apart. Yes, we are foundational Black America. That's real. This is a culture we spent 500 years fostering.
No,
we
the
have
fuck
married
we.
another ethnic group.
No, the fuck we are not. We are not foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans hate anything Africa. No, bruh, stop saying that shit. Stop saying that, bro. No, we are not foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans hate anything African. That's not who the fuck we are. That's not who we are. And what is causing you to bring yourself to say that we are foundational black Americans? What is making you agree with this shit? What is making you agree with this shit? Why won't you explain to us why you're saying that we're foundational black Americans? Hey, hit the like button, y'all. For real, Professor Smalls, why are you saying that we're all foundational black Americans? When just a few days before, just a few days before this, you were saying like you felt like there was some kind of CIA involvement. The fuck is going on?
But our dominant foundation is African, and we eat up everybody else's genes. Still don't play the gene thing, because I can show you scientifically they can't survive in an African vessel. And we can go into
That's not
quantum
true.
physics and
That's fake as hell. That's not true. Like, bro, what is going on, bro? What is he talking about? Like, listen, I'm watching this for the first time, just like a lot of y'all, and I hate to keep pausing it, but goddamn, this shit is. I don't know what the hell's going on.
and different phases of anthropology and do all of that stuff. But we don't need to do that. We can see each other. You don't have to like how I say it. I'm loving you anyway, and I'm doing it because I love you. I understand you. I truly do understand you. Why you're foundation of Black American. I understand that. What I'm trying to say to you is free your.
No, I don't understand why your foundation. No, no, no. Me, Cube, I don't understand why you are foundational black American. I don't understand why or how you could be foundational black American when the fight isn't against fucking immigrants. The fight isn't against immigrants. The fight should be, why the fuck does Jeff Bezos make $8 million a fucking hour? The fight should be, Jeff Bezos makes $8 million an hour, but you make 15 to 16. Some of you niggas 21, 22. Who cares? That's the fucking fight. We don't have anything else. When these motherfuckers take everything away from your ass, what the fuck else is there? That's the fight. These motherfuckers are taking everything from you. There is no American dream. None of that shit is real. These motherfuckers are lying to you, telling you that immigrants are the goddamn problem. This is the precipice, the end all be all of their whole argument. Their whole argument is immigrants are causing the financial issue that you have. Immigrants are taking your scholarships. Immigrants are taking your jobs. This is their fucking problem. If listen, if let's say per se, if immigrants were not taking jobs from black people, if immigrants were not affecting black people at all, they wouldn't have anything to say. But this is where it fucking begins and ends. This is what they're talking about. So no, your fight is not with fucking immigrants. Your fight is with Jeff Bezos making $8 million an hour. Your fight is with Elon Musk making $10 fucking million an hour. About to be a fucking trillionaire. That's your fucking fight. Who would give a fuck about immigrants coming over to America if all black people had reparations? If black Americans had reparations right now and niggas was living in all black gated communities, chilling, everybody good, would you have a problem with a goddamn a Jamaican nigga coming over here? Or a Cuban nigga coming over here? Would you have a problem with him? And the answer is no. You wouldn't have a problem with him. You would listen to Tariq Nasheed say, hey, man, the Cubans coming over here is your problem. You would look at him and be like, why the fuck are why are they my problem? I drive a fucking 550 Benz. What the fuck do I care about what Tariq Nasheed is talking about? Nigga, I ain't got no problems. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I'm living my life. I'm living my life. What problem do I... Listen, if I'm driving a 650 motherfucking Benz, I'm living my life, I'm chilling, I'm going on fucking 7, 8 vacations a year. And Tariq Nasheed comes to me and tell me, hey, you know, it's really the motherfucking Venezuelans that's come over here that's causing you a problem. You're gonna be like, what problem? What problem are the Venezuelans causing me? Cause I'm about to go to fucking Spain tomorrow. What problems are they What problems are they causing me? But this is the grift. So when the brother Professor Small says this shit, I feel like he's working on bad information, or he's just doing a little bit too much in the placating department. Like that's just a little like come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Mind. And you've heard me say this in speeches. Free your mind. I think I said this in the thing the other day, so you can free your behind. But you've got to free your mind and not be manipulated by others. Not even a me. Anything I say to you, check that shit out. Is Small accurate in what he's saying? Does he have something to back up what he's saying?
Mm-hmm.
But my primary thing is to tell you, I'm a soldier. I've always been a soldier. I've never been nobody's leader. And I know because of my word, not my age, I'm influential. So that's leading people. And I understand that. So I know I got to always be careful. But I've always been a soldier in this movement for our people.
And you know what? I think that's the problem. Is that his mindset is stuck on being a goddamn soldier. His mindset is stuck on being a grunt. His mindset is stuck on, hey, go lift these bags. Hey, go lift this wood. That's probably where his mindset is stuck on. Are you a leader or are you not? Why hasn't your mindset progressed past I'm just a soldier? You don't have to use that rhetoric to fucking get to me. I'm not 15, 16, 19, 23, 24. I get that. But people look at that shit as weak. I'm not a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. Bro, no, you shouldn't be a fucking soldier. You should be a general at this time. You should be a general at this time. But you telling niggas, oh, I'm just a soldier. No, bro. It don't work like this. Everybody you talking to right now, these motherfuckers go to work tomorrow or today, just got off work. And guess what? They listen to their store manager, they listen to their supervisor, area supervisor, or whatever the fuck it is. When any one of these crackers tell them to do something, they fucking do it. So why the fuck do you have to bring yourself down to you just one of them? Nigga, you ain't one of them. You're not one of them. When you say stuff like that, people look down on you. You're not just a soldier. Nigga, I'm 40 years old, nigga. I'm not a soldier anymore. I'ma keep it a buck with you, nigga. I ain't no fucking soldier in this shit. I'm a lieutenant out here for real. I'm never finna just tell niggas, oh, I'm just a soldier and I'm just, nigga, no. I'm a lieutenant out here. At my age, I should be telling niggas what the fuck time it is and what the fuck they need to do. Especially niggas up under me. Now I can't necessarily, I don't have the rank for that. But you trying to tell niggas, oh, I'm just a soldier. Why do you feel you have to debase yourself? You're not just a soldier. There shouldn't be niggas out here that could just tell you whatever the fuck to do. Like, come on, bro, wake up from this slumber.
And I've never put a price on that. But I'm married to such a beautiful queen. She ain't never says, because I got to go out here working every day as a physician. Yes, my wife is a physician. And me and our children suffer to put her through medical school.
But you know what? She don't look at you as just a soldier. She don't look at you as just a soldier. So like what? You know what? Let me just let it play. I don't even want to keep stopping it.
And she never, ever not helped this family along the way. And she's still sitting right downstairs. She was mad. I wouldn't tell her what was going on the internet. She went off on me the other night. But I was trying to keep this out of her ears, because she know that the 75% of this marriage, when I wasn't with her, I was out there serving our people, and she want to know why is somebody turning on you. But let me be clear.
So she know good and fucking well. That's a good woman. She know good and well all of the hard work time that you done put in, and a lot of that time you had to put in work away from her. She saw all of that fucking work. She had to endure all of those times that you weren't there. And then you come on this bitch like, man, I'm just a soldier, and Tariq Nasheed, FBA, I'm cool with them, even though they fucking detest every fucking thing I stand for. She probably looking back, you know what? Let me not. Let me just play it.
Somebody put a clip. Everybody's turning against Brother Small. Don't be foolish. We are 3 billion people. Okay. Even if 10,000 say, F you, Small, I got 3 billion people that I can love on, and they can love on me, and I will die for, and many will die for me. But we will die for this race. We will die for the unification of those who have been ripped apart and torn apart by our enemies. And that's all we're.
But FBA doesn't give a fuck about race. They only care about ethnicity. FBA only cares about ethnicity. See, you're too broad in what you're talking about. FBA doesn't care about race. They care about ethnicity. So Pan-Africanists, we care about race. FBA only cares about ethnicity. They only want to know whose legs you came out of and where did it happen. Somebody need to hit Professor Smalls on how this shit is what it actually is. Somebody got to hip this brother. Because I'm starting to think he doesn't know. A little part of me is thinking he's kind of being ignorant just because, but another part of me is saying maybe he just doesn't know. I'm just saying. Like, come on, bro. What is you talking about?
You're talking about when we say Pan-African. And there's some people who are Pan-African who are messed up, I'm sure. There's some people who are FBA who are messed up. But for the most part, most people are struggling to try to find a way to be free. Let's stop fighting with each other. I don't want to fight with nobody. I don't have time. At 80 years old, I'm already out of time. Learn something from me. Study me. There's at least 100 videos of me on YouTube. Listen to them and see if I had anything to say that would be useful to you to build the FBA movement in the world.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Brother Ankh, you have any questions for Professor James Small? Any clarity, any context, anything he needs to clear up, or what's your thoughts? Any questions for him while we still have him?
Yeah. So this is new for me. Why do you feel the need to have to clarify your crystal clear statements about how ridiculous it is at times that people who are African Americans would not even give people a chance from the continent and talk crazy and call them tethers? And then when African Americans acting crazy, you correct them. Why now do you feel the need to, clarify what you say? I'm just
yes, sir. And I'll take it back to an incident in my life some years ago. Y'all ever heard of a man named Nicky Barnes?
Yes.
One of the biggest dope dealer gangsters in this world.
Yeah.
Well, me and my friend, Mr. Evans, we were working at City College. And we had a college, when we took it over, it had 22,000 students, but only 150 black students, and it stood in the middle of Harlem. And we said, hell no, this won't go. And we had reached to the point where we had 13,000 black students there. But then the drugs was inundating the community. So I went to see Mr. Barnes at a business meeting. So Mr. Barnes, I will not bother you in the street of Harlem, where I had some power. If you would give me City College, give me those kids that come through that arch, that 13,000. Let me do something with them. You know what Mr. Barnes did? Shook hands and kept his word. And we made the only drug-free campus in America for black kids for nearly 20 years. And nobody would talk about it. The only thing I got accused of is that I must be a drug dealer because I can keep the drugs off the campus. And any monies that I used when I established the first black scholarship there, they said that money had to come from drugs. So, and I had to try to explain to people the difference between that relationship we have with Mr. Barnes. So many of our people just don't understand. Elijah taught us when we were youngsters, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He said, we are deaf, we're blind, and we're dumb. And a deaf man, you can't abandon him because he don't hear you and act like he's ignoring you. You got to get him some hearing aid. That's your duty. Okay? A blind man, you don't abandon him because he bumps into you and bumps into things. You get him a CNI dog or a stick so people would know he's blind. Okay? And if someone is dumb and can't speak, then you teach him sign language so he can communicate. That's our job. I cannot abandon anyone. Some people.
Okay. So he just laid that out about a person that's deaf, dumb, and blind. And I can rock with you on that. But you also have to understand one thing that the brother left out. What the brother left out is that the American government is actively, purposefully causing people to be deaf, dumb, and blind. And this nigga Tariq Nasheed is doing this shit. So yes, some of them niggas who are deaf, dumb, and blind, they're that way because they want to be that way. Some of them niggas who are deaf, dumb, and blind, who've been propagandized to all hell, them niggas need to go in the fucking trash. No, you don't have to speak to every nigga that's deaf to try to find. No, you don't have to do that. These niggas, some of these niggas that are deaf, throw them in the trash. Some of these niggas that are dumb and lame, put them in the trash. Some of these niggas are blind, put them in the trash. Because if they're being led by a particular person that's antithetical to everything that you're doing, you can't save everybody. How do you come from the black radical tradition and you don't understand that? On one hand, you say, damn, look at the person that killed Malcolm was right next to him. Could you or would you have been able to save that person? No, because that person was bought and paid for. So there was nothing you could have done for that person. They were bought and paid for. That person was deaf, dumb, and blind. There was nothing you could have done for them. For the nigga that killed Malcolm, there was nothing you could have done for him that the U.S. government have not already given him. So I get you when you say, okay, we got black folk that are deaf, dumb, and blind. I get you. But you can't save everybody. There's niggas you gotta throw in the motherfucking garbage. And a person like Tariq Nasheed, a nigga like Tariq Nasheed is somebody you gotta throw in the goddamn garbage. He does not mean well for black people. So put him in the fucking garbage where he belongs. Smalls, you're waiting for Tariq Nasheed to take down the next fucking Malcolm. You're waiting for Tariq Nasheed to take down the next fucking Malcolm that we have. With that rhetoric, you're waiting for Tariq Nasheed's rhetoric to influence somebody to take down the next fucking Malcolm that we have. If there's a next Malcolm that we have that's trying to unify people, what you're saying that you're okay with is that, hey, if Tariq Nasheed's rhetoric wins out and he can take down this brother and or sister, whatever it is, fuck him. Because we just trying to reach everybody. No, man, we ain't reaching everybody. Some niggas just ain't gonna get it. In the same way how you said, well, you had to kick them continental African niggas in the ass and whip them into shape. Well, shit, same thing here. Why should we care about a continental African nigga that's just a goddamn coon? Why should we care about them? Tariq Nasheed is a coon. That's all it is. God damn.
People who may have criticized, and I saw some ugly stuff. Let me kiss my. Oh, wow. I thought those days was long gone. But if you don't know, you don't know. And we didn't come to teach the healthy. We came to teach the sick. We didn't come to teach the perfected.
No, you don't come to teach the sick, bro. You don't come to teach the sick. The sick ain't finna do shit but fucking infect you. You don't come to teach the goddamn sick. Fuck the sick. The sick are sick. If the sick can't be fixed when you're helping other people who aren't sick, put your goddamn mask on and leave them niggas be. Tariq Nasheed is sick. Tariq Nasheed is that person you're talking about that's sick. He's sick. let that motherfucker die. Because when his ideology dies, a lot of hatred towards Africans, Pan-Africanism, a lot of that shit dies too. What part of that you're not getting, bruh? What part of that you're not getting? Listen, let me tell you this, and I'm gonna let the video play. Had the Americans done what the fuck they were supposed to do, had the Americans, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all right now, because this shit has to be said. Had the Americans done what they were supposed to do when it came to the Civil War, if they treated these people like people who were against the country, that traded and said, hey, we saw what the South did. What did the South do? They said, hey, we're going to form our own country. We're going to do our own thing. Had the Americans actually done what they were supposed to do to those people, they would have been killing KKK members wholesale, because they would have been killing the leftover people that were from the South. They would have been killing off all of those white folk. To what there would have never been a chance for the KKK to even rise. If they would have treated them like actual foreign agents and killed their ass off, there would have never been a goddamn KKK. But the problem is, they never treated them like that, because they were brothers, they were cousins, so they never treated them like that. Even though we know sedition calls for death in this country. Had they met these people with death, there would have been no KKK. But guess what happened? The KKK rose. We had all of these senators and all of this other shit that came up about in the South that kept black people down that were in the South, because these fucking hateful goddamn white motherfuckers that should have been goddamn dead. But instead, these motherfuckers allowed statues to be built for these goddamn crackers. But had they gave them the sedition treatment and just murdered their ass the fuck off, anybody that was walking around this bitch or had a goddamn house with a fucking Confederate flag on, and just shot them and killed them on fucking sight, we could have eradicated this shit. Well, let me take that back. It wouldn't have been an eradication, but it would have got rid of so much of this shit that nobody right now would be walking around with a fucking Confederate flag talking about it's my goddamn heritage, knowing good and well they hate your fucking black ass. But we know why this shit happened, because what did what's the name say? What did Lincoln say? He said, damn, if I can keep the slaves, the black slaves as slaves, just to keep the country together, I would do it. Lincoln ain't give a fuck about your dumb black ass. He ain't give a fuck. He wanted to keep the Union together. And this is why they coddled these fucking racist Southerners. Coddled these motherfuckers. This is why you get daughters of the fucking Confederates. These motherfuckers rise up. KKK rise up. All of this shit. Why the fuck do these people rise up? It's because they never fucking wanted to actually eradicate racist people, because they didn't give a fuck about racism. So I'd say that to say this and bring it full fucking circle. When he's talking about, oh, we got to teach the sick. No, the fuck we don't. We ain't got to teach the sick. We got to get the sick the fuck out of here, because the sick can affect the people that ain't sick. Teach the sick for what? The sick is sick. Do you want to be sick? No. Do you want your children to be sick? No. So why in the fuck are you allowing the sick to be around to infect other people? Come on, man. Wake the fuck up. This shit is stupid. I'm sorry. I love Professor James Smalls, but this shit is dumb. This shit is dumb. Why the fuck do we gotta teach the goddamn sick? There's enough of us who aren't sick. There's enough of us who aren't sick. Why the fuck do we gotta wait, placate, and listen to motherfuckers who are sick and try to taper their speech and say, hey, brother, you know you're wrong about that. Nigga, fuck you. We know you're wrong about it. Why the fuck do we gotta sit back and talk to a Tariq Nasheed or one of these hateful ass FBA niggas? Nigga, we ain't gotta talk to you. We know you're sick in the fucking head and you're fucked up. Nigga, be gone and bye. You talking about?
We come to teach the unperfected. That's what our job lies, soldiers. For this. And I'm not looking for love from anyone. I am love. I love me. I love the divine in me. I love those beautiful children I just brought from the bus station. They love grandpa. And the 3 who just came in from where they were for the week, who live here with me, they hug me because they know they love me. No, grandpa gonna fight, even if they don't like it. Sometimes my kids don't like me because the burden I put on them to carry is a little bit heavier than they want to carry. But they understand why as they grow. I put that.
So how can you look at it and say sometimes my kids don't love me? Why don't you use that amongst the fucking sick? Sometimes the sick doesn't love me. Matter of fact, all the time the sick shouldn't love me because I'm giving them truth. The sick, listen, if you're sick and you listening to what the fuck I'm talking about, you shouldn't even be here. This shit should be burning your motherfucking soul. It should be that should be a small place to where it's burning in your fucking brain. If you're sick and you hate fucking Africans, you hate continental Africans, you hate immigrants, Hispanic or you hate them, bro. This shit that I'm saying right now should be fucking with you. It ain't my goddamn job to rehabilitate a motherfucker that's sick. Nigga, it ain't enough time on the goddamn earth for me to be sitting back here to try to rehabilitate you. When a cracker done put this shit in your fucking brain to hate other fucking black people. Nigga, that ain't my motherfucking job. Nigga, we trying to move forward. Why the fuck am I trying to pick up stragglers? Either you with it or you ain't. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of here. Nobody ain't got no time to play with your ass or fix the motherfucking sick. It's a war going on outside. No man is safe from.
Burden. We come to help the downtrodden. We come to tell our people, if you don't get a way to provide food, clothing, shelter, safety for your people, you ain't even in the way. Every human being wake up in the morning wondering how they're going to provide the food, clothing, shelter, safety for their people. That means you got to control what? Economic, politics, and culture. Who told us this? Malcolm X. And if you're going to control the economic, politics, and culture so you can provide the food, clothing, shelter, you have got to then take control of land, labor, and resources.
So how the fuck can we take over land, labor, and resources when you got motherfuckers that's sick that you constantly trying to go back for? They're sick. These motherfuckers are waiting for handouts, gimme goodies and grab 'ems from the motherfucking white man. Why the fuck should we care about these people? These people want something from the white man and we trying to say do for self and get our shit out the goddamn mud. Why in the hell are we waiting for them? Why do we gotta fix them? Those people are done. They're done. Harriet Tubman would have smoked them niggas and would have kept fucking moving. But for some reason nowadays we just want to chill. We want to hold on to these people, just trying to make sure and see if we can get them to see our point of view. Nigga, no. Nigga, fuck my point of view. If you can't get it, fuck my point of view. Nigga, I'm cool. We moving on, bro. We moving on. We gonna do this shit with or without you. And if you're sick, we're gonna have to do it without you. Straight up, bro. We gotta do it without you. We gotta do it without you. FBA niggas hate every fucking thing that we stand for. You ain't gotta be a Pan-Africanist. You could just be a nigga that's just kind of neutral in the sense that you just kind of want to see black people get their comeuppance, which they fucking deserve. And these niggas hate that. They fucking hate it. For what? What is the problem with black Americans having the ability to just move throughout the fucking world, especially Africa, just move throughout the world unmolested with fucking white supremacy. Wouldn't you love to see that shit? But these motherfuckers don't. They want to live in America so goddamn bad. They want to live in America so goddamn bad. And not only do they want to live in America, they only want America to be for them. They only want America to be for them. Nigga, that ain't how this shit work, bro. These motherfuckers don't even understand where they live at. You live in a system that's fueled by damn near free labor and fucking capitalism. These niggas don't even understand this shit. Tariq Nasheed ain't telling these niggas where the fuck they live. Tariq Nasheed is not telling these people or putting these people up on game on where the fuck they actually live. Do you motherfuckers understand that the average American, 70% of people in America, if your car break down or if you have $1,000 expense, motherfuckers can't even pay for it. But he wants you to be an American so bad and fuck everybody else. Meanwhile, the majority of people are going through the same goddamn thing. For the 17 niggas that's listening to this shit, about 14 of us to 13 of us, if something happens, $1,000 to put towards this, he ain't talking about that shit. Nor is he trying to make that better. He's not fending off white supremacy. Nigga, capitalism is fucking white supremacy.
And Pan-Africanism and nationalism are partners in that process of controlling land, labor, and resources, and taking control of the economic, politics, and culture to provide the food, clothing, shelter. That's the package. Anything else is just an explanation for the fluff around the package. But that's the package. That's what I stand for. That's what I do. That's who I am. And I love my people. I don't care whether they dislike me or you want to cuss me out. After you get through cussing me out, ask yourself, did that change anything for you? Is there something I can learn from this old dude? Even when he don't sound like he's making sense, is there something I can learn from 60-something years of experience, walking in these streets, taking low?
Bro, there's nothing they can learn from you when you just calling yourself, I'm just a soldier. No, you should be telling, especially the younger folk, I'm a goddamn general out here, and I'm telling you that you shouldn't be hating your African brother. I'm a goddamn general out here, and I'm telling you that you shouldn't be hating your Caribbean brother. This is what he should be saying. You shouldn't be hating your brothers and sisters that took a boat ride that they got off earlier. You shouldn't be saying that. You shouldn't be hating these people. Niggas is more mad at goddamn immigrants for getting a goddamn McDonald's job making $10 a fucking hour than Jeff Bezos making $8 million a fucking hour. What are you niggas talking about? What part of this shit ain't making sense?
You know, being hungry. I have been homeless, begging, stealing food. So don't talk to me unless you're willing to walk where I've walked.
Come on. All right, Professor Small.
And
I know
even that statement is in love.
Is in love. Absolutely. No, absolutely.
Let me pause this. Do you see this? Jeff Bezos makes an estimated $8 million per hour. Whether he's fucking farting, fighting, or sleeping, this nigga's making $8 million a fucking hour. FBA has no cure for this shit. They don't have a cure. They don't have a plan. They have nothing for this shit. They have nothing for it. If anything, Tariq Nasheed wants you to be an Amazon customer so you can go buy his fucking films from Amazon. He makes $8 million a fucking hour. It's not immigrants that's doing this shit. Donald Trump lied to you motherfuckers. Immigrants have no weight when it comes to this shit. You know what? The reason part of the reason why Jeff Bezos makes $8 million a fucking hour is because immigrants come over here, and they also engage into the capitalism that's here. The fuck is niggas talking about? He wants you to hate people that also come and join into this fucking system. Are we for real? Are we for real?
Absolutely.
Tomorrow.
No,
And I don't know whether I'll be free tomorrow to hook up with little brothers and see it. But if they want to sit down and have a talk with me beforehand, and there's no game that's going to be played, but I will also consult my comrades and elders before I make a decision to be on anybody's platform going forward.
That's right. That's right.
Stop and sit down and pick up the pen and put some of the stuff I just told y'all on some papers for perpetuity. But even that's not going to change. I love my people. FBA, I love FBA. Okay, ADOS.
No, we hate FBA. We hate FBA. If you want to see black people all across the globe get their comeuppance, which is deserved, you must hate FBA. You must aim for the downfall of FBA. Because FBA is totally okay with the Americans putting their goddamn foot on the neck of all 54 countries as long as they can still get their fucking NFL football on Sundays. As long as they can still get their fucking college football on Saturdays. As long as they can still watch the fucking NBA Tuesday through Friday. They're totally okay with everybody in the country being subjugated by Americans as long as they can continue doing their American shit. And I'm not okay with that. There's never going to be a fucking world that I would ever approve of to where people have to live like shit and or in squalor so I can be rich. There's never going to be a fucking life or reality that I would approve of just because I can be rich. It causes other people to live in squalor. No. That's ridiculous. Right, Inyame. Warehouse workers for Amazon make around $30,000 a year. You mean to tell me this motherfucker's $8 million an hour even when he's asleep? There's so much more money to go around. Bro, an Amazon job, I'm going to tell y'all right now, an Amazon job should be one of the most sought out fucking jobs. You want to know why? Because if they were paying people how they were supposed to, niggas would be making $200,000-$300,000 a fucking year. Amazon workers should be making $200,000-$300,000 a year easy. But they're not because Jeff Bezos has to earn his $8 million an hour. $8 million an hour. He has to make that. The Walton family from Sam Walton in Walmart. These motherfuckers make $1 billion a year. They have to make their $1 billion a year so you can go to Walmart, work stocking the fucking shelves, getting paid $10, $12 an hour. Look at whatever fucking job you do and understand that the motherfuckers that own this shit, they get paid 300 to 400 times what the fuck you make. It's not immigrants that are coming over here that's taking your fucking jobs, that's causing you to be poor. None of this shit. It's fake. They lied to you. They lied to you. And then when you add the fucking the AI shit, that's just gonna make it even worse. Do y'all see how many niggas lost their jobs? How many niggas lost their jobs? And then Donald Trump didn't even put out the fucking jobs report? Look at this shit. Look at this. Hold on. I'm pulling it up. Check this out. We gonna get back to it. We definitely gonna get back to it. But look at this. UPS, they cut 48,000 jobs. It's Christmas time. They cut, bro, there's 48,000 people who are not working right now just from UPS alone. Intel, 27,000 jobs. Verizon, 15,000 jobs. Amazon, 14,000 corporate jobs they cut. 14,000 corporate jobs. Procter & Gamble, 7,000. Novo Nordisk, 9,000. Chegg, they reduced their fucking workforce by 45%, damn near half. Target is eliminating about 1,800 fucking corporate positions. These are not just goddamn numbers. These are actually people. Wake the fuck up. These are people. These are people. Come on, man. Y'all gotta wake up. These are actual fucking people, bruh. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of these motherfuckers live in $1,000,000 homes and shit like that, and you don't live next to them. But at the end of the day, these are still people, bruh. These are still fucking people. And some of these people, like for example, if you just take a motherfucker like Intel, just random. Motherfuckers like Intel, 27,000 jobs, bro. Do you know how much 27,000 is? And this is just this year. We ain't even talking about last year or the year before that or the year before that. Where the fuck do you see this? It says as of late 2025, nearly 1.1 million jobs have been lost. This is late 2025. This is not early 2025. This is late 2025. These people lost their jobs. These people is sitting on 6-8 months of severance, depending on what their company give them. Where these people are gonna go work? So hold on, let me guess. So you mean to tell me the 27,000 people that lost their job, they can just go to Verizon and get another job? When Verizon just cut 57 fucking thousand jobs? Oh, let me just guess. The 1,800 people that lost their fucking jobs, they're gonna fucking go to UPS where motherfuckers lost 48,000 jobs. Where are these people going to work? They're not fucking working. This is why when you look at the numbers for Black Friday and all of that shit, this is why the numbers are so low. People are not shopping because niggas ain't got money. Black Friday and all of that shit, Cyber Monday is like the biggest holidays. They're the biggest holidays. But why is this shit not popping? You know why this shit is not popping? Because niggas ain't got money to just spend. What happens? Think about it. And then I'm going to move on back to the video. What happens when you give a very small group of people, the top 10%, you give them all the fucking money in the country, and then you lay them off to where they can't spend their money? What happens? Just take a guess. What happens when you give all the money to this small group of people and then they don't spend money? Your economy goes belly up. Because they don't give a fuck about poor people spending money. They don't give a fuck about you. You don't spend enough money to even move the fucking Richter scale. You're too poor. It doesn't matter if you spend your little $20 here or your little $100 there. Nigga, you don't matter. What happens with the motherfuckers that are making $2-3 million a year and they're not spending their money? Your economy goes belly up, which then affects poor motherfuckers, the working poor like us. Then it affects us. Then prices have to go up. Why? Because you have to substitute them not spending money, so your shit goes up. In every sense of the fucking word. And then let's not talk about data centers that are fucking being built all over the goddamn country. That's causing electric prices to go to fuck up. There's so much, bro. There's so much. And for these people not, I ain't gonna say these people. I was saying for Dr. Smalls not to understand this stuff is crazy, bro. Because I get it. It is about black studies, but if you're not incorporating black studies into geopolitics and how all of this shit fucking work, then what the fuck are you doing? We could talk about black this, black that, black this, black that, but if you're not talking about how this shit works, uh, with black people around the world and how all of this shit matters, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm sorry, but let's play a little bit more.
Even I hadn't had much to do with y'all, and some of the rhetoric y'all was saying was just crazy as can be. I love those brothers and sisters who say I'm ADOS. Now, the people who are confusing and misleading, and we must make a distinction. This is on the continent. You know I love you in whatever nation you're in. And I'm just going to close with this, sister.
Yes.
That hotel we have, I'm the
Yes.
CEO, have been for 20-something years. I have been robbed for over 300,000.
Well, let me say this real quick. In Yame, they say that AI will eliminate about 100 million jobs by like 2040 or something like that. 2035, 2040, this is going to eliminate about 100 million jobs. So that is a thing too. But in my opinion, I think AI is going to fail. It's a bubble. It's going to fail. So it ain't gonna be 300 million jobs because there's so many jobs that people do that it's impossible to take away all of these jobs because people are going like right now. People already hate AI. Like the average person hates fucking AI. Even if you use AI to do stupid shit, like even if you use AI to do stupid shit like make pictures or whatever, you still hate AI because when you need to call AT&T or Verizon, nigga, you want somebody on the phone with you. You don't want to talk to a fucking computer. Like niggas hate AI. So that shit is gonna fail, and then the companies that will eventually thrive are the companies that will start to hire regular people and go back to people like humans talking to other humans. So that's the shit is gonna fail, bro. Niggas hate AI. Nobody wants to talk to a fucking computer. We hate this shit.
$1,000 out of that facility, right? I have been sentenced to death to not only the month, the week, or the day I was to die. But for everybody who robbed me at that facility, there was 10 people who came to my aid to let me know I was being robbed. When they tried to kill me over there on that particular date in July, about 10 years ago, people from that side stepped in and said, "Don't you come back over here. We're hearing something in the street." And when I did say, "Enough is enough," and jumped on a plane, Landry Jeffrey said, "I'm going with you to confront this issue," the people, there were thousands of people over there who rallied to my side. And some of those who wanted to take my life lost theirs. I don't praise that. But I just want to let people understand. But it didn't make me love my people any damn
less.
less.
Right, any less.
And I go to Ghana any damn time I want.
That's right. That's
All
right.
right.
That's
And
right.
you know why? Because I've been robbed over here.
Come on, right.
I have been abused over here.
Right, exactly.
I had my children of mine who've been molested by these people who we call brothers and sisters right here. Am I to condemn all of my people? No.
Right.
I have to deal with those who create the contradiction.
Okay.
That's right.
This is about my race.
So if you have to deal with the people that create the contradiction, if you have to deal with the people that are actively molesting, and he's using the word molest, not, you know, for some people that don't know, he's using the word molest, saying bother to fuck with. If you understand the people that are molesting our people here, how do you not include Tariq Nasheed in that? Tariq Nasheed is one of those people that are actively molesting black people here. Tariq Nasheed is actively one of those people that is causing black people here harm. He's one of these people that's actively doing this. So how can you say things about the continental African community, but when it comes to Tariq Nasheed, you want to backpedal on the things that you said about him? I don't understand that, bro. Stand 10 toes on that and say, yes, Tariq Nasheed is actively causing issues with the black American community and the goddamn continental African community, as well as the Caribbean and Hispanics. Why not say that shit? I don't understand why that's a problem just to say that. Why is it a problem just to say that? Because it's true. Is it because you want to be in one of his bullshit movies?
Right. So don't get shit confused, because you
Come
don't
on.
really understand who I am. I'm cool. I love
Okay.
you, whether you know how to love me back or not.
That's it.
Mm.
I will fight for you with the best I got. It may not be the perfect. My words may not be perfect, but I will fight sincerely with those words for you, because that's the best tool I have.
Ashe.
My words and my mind that put those words forward.
Ashe. Professor Jane Small, I want to thank you. I do want to let you go. You said 1 hour. We agreed on 1 hour.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so I want you to go ahead with the family. I know you said you got the babies there and the
I'll sit
family's
down
there.
with my
So
wife, because I don't like for her heart to be hurting over nothing she don't deserve.
she don't deserve it. No,
She
not at
spent her whole life in the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember when she was Sister Tahira and we were in the mosque together. I married her when she was 18 years old. And this queen has stayed the course
Ashe.
for 53
Ashe.
years. So I have
Ashe.
an obligation. I have other partners in the world, sisters I've loved before, and they know that I've been as honorable as I can be, even when I've screwed up and made mistakes.
Come on, that
I've
part.
never abandoned my people. I've never abandoned my friends. I'm still friends with the first girl I ever went with, Sister Betty Ann. We still talk about once a week.
So if you never abandoned your wife, which is respectable and that's an upstanding thing, which I'm not trying to get at, then why not abandon Tariq Nasheed? Because he's adverse to that shit. Tariq Nasheed doesn't want to see uh black American men or women dealing with men or women from the continent. He doesn't want to see that shit. I don't know, bro. I just don't see it like y'all see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody maybe in the comments can tell me I'm just wrong. Maybe that's the case, but I just don't see it, bro. I just don't see Tariq Nasheed as a good person. I don't see his message as anything that's positive. You know, I considered the brother Lex Vortex as a friend, and the nigga fell into this shit, and it was no holds barred, bro. I can't fuck with a nigga that's fucking with this shit, bro. Like niggas gotta wake up and come the fuck up out of this shit.
Get on the Facebook. And
Love
I'm not
it.
going to tell you what our contradictions were, but we are still friends.
Love it. Love it,
All these
Professor.
years.
Well,
Because
Professor.
loving our race
Mhm.
is about understanding that race is not just about people. It's about this whole universe. We are the universe. There
Ashe.
is a mute.
No, you're not the universe, bro. You're just a race. Like, let's see. We gotta stop doing that too. We got to stop putting ourselves above everybody, bro. Like we got to stop doing that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not coming off for no coon ass shit. Do I understand black solidarity 100%? But trying to say we're the universe and all of this other shit, like nigga, no. It ain't none of that, bro. Do we need black solidarity? Absolutely. Because for the past fucking 5 fucking millennia, we've been fucked over by a particular group of people, and we need to get our goddamn comeuppance. I understand that, but trying to uh change the shit and mythologize who the fuck we are, that does us no good. Nigga, we're just people that eat, sleep, shit, fuck, fart, just like anybody else. And we need to take our fucking shit back. Like that's it. We don't have to mythologize ourselves by saying we're the universe and we're the stars and the moon. Nigga, we ain't gotta do all of that shit, bro. Like that's not even necessary. We're regular fucking people. We hate what happened to our people in the past, and we don't want this shit to happen in the future. So let's come together and let's do that. We don't have to use this extra shit, bro.
Mutated bacteria, a virus that has taken hold in this universe. We can call them Europeans or whatever beings we want. It is a virus. And we are the only thing that can destroy that virus. It is. I'm not going to claim the mutation has given me greater integrity than my fundamental African ancestry. I'm going to eradicate the virus. That's my duty.
So if you're gonna eradicate the virus, it starts with the motherfucking host, and the host is goddamn Tariq Nasheed, and that's 100% Cuban crisis. FBA is a motherfucking cult, and we need to get these niggas the fuck out of here. But excuse me, we can't do it when we got our elders sitting back saying, "Oh yeah, I'm FBA too." Nigga, you're not FBA. These niggas hate the ground that you fucking sprouted from. You call yourself a Pan-Africanist, they hate that shit. They say Pan-Africanism is dead. Uh all of this wild shit. Pan-Africanism is not fucking dead. You know, we gotta get into this other video too. This nigga Chief X did a video, but I wanted to do a separate video on this nigga Chief X because he said so much shit. This fucking retard, he said so much shit that was just so out of line, so out of fucking pocket. I wanted to do a video on this nigga, like a uploaded video, because there was just so much shit this fucking retard was saying. He was just like, this nigga had his motherfucking nose all the way in the cracker's ass. The shit was sad for real. Yeah, let me see if I can find that video. I watched, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I was watching like 30 minutes of that shit, bro, and I'm cringing the whole time. I'm trying my best to watch this shit, bro. I'm trying my best, but I had to tap out, dog. I had to fucking tap out. I just couldn't watch that shit, bro. I was trying to watch it, bro. I swear to God, I was trying to watch it, and I'm just like, bro, like that cringy ass. Everybody's everybody, and there's no racism shit, bro. That shit is so hard to fucking watch, bro. That shit is so hard to watch. But let's listen to about 5 more minutes of this, and we're gonna get into that Chief X video. Fuck this shit. I got time tonight, bitch. I got time tonight. Yeah, I ain't got to go to work tomorrow, so I'm chilling. Are y'all up with me, man? Are y'all up? Who up with me, man? Put a one in the joint if you up with me. Put a one in the joint if you up with me, and we finna go through these videos and have some fun. Fuck it.
I'm the universe. You're the universe. I love you. I
love
adore
you
you.
too.
I will fight for you, but I don't have to always agree with you. You don't have to always agree with me.
That's right.
At least respect one another. Have love in regard for the race. Our intent should reflect.
Yeah, I'll drop the link in y'all, man, if you want to come in. Hold on, let me set it up. I'll let you come in, bro.
Our content, and our content should be governed by our intent.
Can I say this to you? You're a damn brand, man. I want you to know that.
That's right.
2025, you're a brand.
That's right.
All right. We 2025, we the upgrade version of you.
That's
Standing
right.
on your shoulders. And I'm here to protect the damn brand.
That's right.
Simple as that. I gotta say it. I appreciate everything you've done for me. I remember the first time I met you, right? I remember how you introduced me to people of renown.
All right, so we got a few people putting ones in there. Okay, so people want us to continue on, no doubt. Yeah, let me drop the link, and we're gonna listen to a few more minutes of this. But we gotta, yo, when we get into that Chief X video, this is like a next level cooning shit that this nigga was doing, bro. This nigga was cooning for real. This nigga was all the way out of pocket, bro. Bro, I listened to, like I said, about 30 minutes of his shit. The reason why I wanted to do an uploaded video in response to his video is because he was cooning so hard. I wanted to bring the stats and the facts to his fucking video because he was just saying a lot of stupid shit. So I wanted to do an uploaded video. So I'll probably, yeah, I'll play a little bit of it today or whatever, and we can listen to this fucking bozo. But I still got to do the uploaded video because there's so much shit, bro. This nigga was saying shit like everybody's the same. Black people and white people, we have the same outcomes and everything is cool. I was just, bro, I had to turn that bitch the fuck off. I couldn't listen to no more, bro. I promise you I could. That shit irks the fuck out of me, bro, when a nigga coon like that, bro. I couldn't take it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I could not fucking take that shit, bro. I said, wow. What the fuck would make you coon like that? Like, damn, nigga, his ice cannot be that fucking cold. It can't be that fucking cold. But whew. But yeah, let me play a little bit more of this, and I'll drop the link. Niggas want to come through, chop it up. We'll do that.
The respect, the honor you've always given me, I appreciate that. I might not agree with everything you say, but look, I stand on your shoulders. I don't have too many elders because I feel like they be flim-flamming. But I think you represent that because we've had these serious conversations.
That's right.
You admit when you're right and you admit when you're wrong. That's all I ask for because it's gonna be a youngster. He gonna force me to do the same thing. He gonna say, "Look, man, this is not what it is no more." He gonna show me, gonna talk to me, gonna have that little fight back and forth. And at the end of the day, he want me to hear him say, "Hey, man, you was right about that." Because it's an honorable thing to do. You have been an honorable man.
Yes, he
You
has.
have been very disrespectful to the damn brand. I need you to get your channel up. People want to see you sometime without the outside noise and this person.
Yeah.
They listen, it's 2025 and you don't have to struggle. You're so renowned. You don't have to go through anything. You can have your hotel, let them do what they want to do, but you got to have your own bread coming straight to you. No cut on it because you've earned this right. And I'm glad you're having success now on YouTube and Facebook and all that. I say if anybody deserves it, it's you. Now we just got to make sure it comes to you because it be to you.
Well,
You don't give it away.
financial success is being able to get in my people's face. I get not one penny from Facebook. I get not one penny from YouTube. I have no podcast getting a penny. I do what I do for free. That young man, somebody said something. That young man in Kenya probably can't pay his bus fare. How would he pay me? You know, he had been reaching out to me for months and months. And I wanted to say something to the people of Kenya because there was a young lady named Mumbai. Y'all ever seen the show, Dr. Mumbai, the podcast, Dr. Mumbai?
Yes. She's on African Diaspora channel. I know you're talking about.
Well, some months back, she was captured, beaten, and left.
Her name is not Dr. Mumbai, it's Dr. Mumby. But close enough.
Dead. That road. And when I saw Mumbai again on the screen, she had the scars on her face. Because that element that didn't like what she was saying about African unity and about corruption in the governments over there, trying to kill that child. So, and I spoke about her in this tape too, because we've got to understand we are at war. So let's not be at war with one another. I will sit and talk to anybody. And if you show me I made a mistake, I'll say, I'll throw my hands up and say, yo, I screwed that one up. Let's get it straight. But we are at war. We have been at war for 2,000 years with the same group of urchins and viruses and diseased persons. And I'm clear on who they are. They've always been clear. And so let's fight our war, but not fight.
Yeah, Chief X is the Jesse Lee Peterson. He is the Jesse Lee Peterson. But see, I kind of sussed that out when he started getting on this trip of the Second Amendment shit. And I offered to debate him about the Second Amendment. And he was like, I don't want to debate you. Da, 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 da. I was like, yeah, nigga, I know what it is. I know what it is. Yeah, I dropped the link if anybody want to come through, chop it up. I think who was that? Inyami? I think Inyami was saying he wanted to hit the link. But yeah, let me find this Chief X video, man. This shit was appalling. This shit was appalling. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What happened to this nigga?
In effect. Ain't been live.
This nigga went full coon. Like, nigga, fuck real life. We just finna go full coon. So let me see if I can probably fast forward to the parts.
In a while. All the photos, the videos, and
yeah, peace. We got Nyame Ubuntu. What's going on, bro? Oh, you gotta unmute yourself, bro. Yeah, you muted, bro. You gotta unmute yourself. You gotta unmute yourself if you want to speak.
Yeah, yeah, peace, peace. My phone had frozen a little bit. What's up, Q?
Yeah, man. Everything is everything, man. How you?
Yeah, everything's good. I ain't talked to you in a minute.
Yeah, man. Glad to talk to you, bro. Man. Yeah, you always been one of those big bros on this shit, man. So I definitely appreciate you for falling through for real.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm glad to see you grow, man. The Chief X. You know, my first time meeting Chief X was here in it was an RBG rally we had, and he was there selling moringa.
Oh, so you saw the nigga in person.
I saw him in person. Yeah, he was RBG, red, black, and green.
Mm.
So I don't know if it's a grift. He just came down to to sell that stuff, or I don't know. I don't know how somebody fall off that bad.
Yeah, that nigga fell off bad, bro. That nigga, bro. I was watching this shit, bro. I had to turn, like I say, bro. I had to turn that shit off. I just couldn't listen to it anymore. But I say the next time that I listen to this shit, I'm just gonna be refuting this shit because he was live streaming and I had just got off work last night and I'm listening to this shit and I'm just like, nah, bro, you can't be this wild, bro. You can't be this wild. Knowing all of this shit black people don't went through, bro, and you saying this type of wild shit. Yeah,
Right,
that
especially in this climate right now.
right. Like, it was just a whole thing for me. You know, I'm not no sucker to like I'll listen to this shit, but I knew I had to turn it off because I couldn't listen to it, but I knew I was gonna respond to it. Like I'll listen to it later. But I just couldn't take this shit because it was so coonish. I just couldn't take it. I just couldn't take it, bro. I had to turn that bitch off. Like, and you ain't gotta say nothing, but that's how I felt about that nigga Lex Vortex, like how the nigga just cooned out for this fucking FBA shit. I was just like, bruh, like what the fuck is you doing, my nigga? Like you don't understand this shit? Like how the fuck do you go from that to this? And like that's why like it was just no respect from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like when the nigga went to
yeah,
that
yeah.
FBA shit, bruh. He was like, damn, Cube, that. Nah, nigga, fuck that, bro. Like, you want some totally other shit, bro. Like, I'm cool off that, nigga. You know? Nah, fuck no, bro. You want some other shit. I know I've said shit in the past that Africans can probably take the wrong way, but I meant that shit, you know, like in a different way to try to build up niggas, to try to make niggas understand. But nah, this nigga was on some totally other shit, bro. And I just can't fuck with that, dog. That was a step too far for me. I'm like, hell no. And I don't even
Yeah,
understand how niggas fuck with that shit. Like, when Professor James Smalls was even talking, I'm like, why is he giving this nigga like this wide berth? Like, you ain't gotta give this nigga this shit, bro. Like, you. He's
yeah, yeah.
he's
Right. But
him.
I think at 80 years old, you kind of, you know, you change like Nelson Mandela when he was young.
He had the
He was a
fire.
true
Yeah, he had the
revolutionary.
fire. Yeah, he had the
Yeah,
yeah. You
he
do
had that
lose it,
fire. Right,
but
right. As I get older, I mean, I still got it, but I can tell as I get older, man, I ain't gonna want to be out there, in the trenches.
you know what though? Here's the thing. The truth is, as you get older, you don't want to fight with niggas. So you let the younger niggas take
Right.
the fight.
Yeah,
But you don't acquiesce to they bullshit.
I
Like,
know. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I didn't like that part.
you let the younger niggas take the fight because there's niggas out here like me that's gonna take up the mantle and fight. But you don't acquiesce to this shit to where niggas that's up under you it's gonna be like, oh yeah, well we just gonna go along with what Dr. Smalls is saying. No, fuck that. Like he should be. That's why I said what I said. I said, bro, you should be a general in this shit. You ain't gotta be fighting with niggas. You got niggas like me. I'm a lieutenant in this bitch. Bro, I'm 40,
Yeah,
bro. Nigga, I'm not no fucking grunt that some regular nigga could just tell me to do something. If Dr. Smalls and I'm listening to his message and I'm fucking with his message, nigga, I'll fight for that shit, bro. Cause I still got the legs up under me to do it. I understand he don't got the legs to do it, and that's part of the reason why I fight. But you can't just give up the fucking ghost, bro. Like like when shit is right there in reach. It's like, nah, bro. You gotta mobilize young niggas who really fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, bro. If I get like 50, 60 on some shit, I'm gonna be like, yo, look, I'm not rocking with that. But let's hold the debate, and I got young niggas that's 40, 35 that can have this conversation with you. I'm a little bit too old to do it, but I got people that can have this conversation and put it out like that. Put it out like that, and then we can definitely get it in. Because I understand that, I'm getting a little bit long in the tooth, but shit, I can still get out there with the best of them. My mind is still strong. You know what I'm saying? My research skills are still there. So, yo, I'm never finna just acquiesce to what the fuck they're talking about just because I'm trying to make peace. Hell no. Imagine if you was president and you on some shit talk about some, well, I'm FBA. Nigga, we don't want you as president if you talk about you FBA. Like, imagine all of the niggas in Africa that would potentially look at this nigga talk about some he FBA, knowing that these motherfucking FBA niggas hate all African niggas. How would they feel about you? And you don't even give a fuck about how they feel because you're trying to mend a relationship. You're trying to mend a relationship with a fucking nigga that hates them. So why the fuck would like they care about you at that point? That's kind of how I look at it though. Cause it's like, damn, dog. Imagine if that was like like Ibrahim Traore, right? Hello.
yeah, yeah.
So imagine,
Hello.
yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hey,
So
now I keep freezing up.
so imagine Ibrahim Traore was on some shit like, man, you know what? It's fucked up. I'm just not gonna fuck with the African Americans. Like,
Right,
do you know how that would make people like me feel and millions of other people around the globe feel like, and a lot of people here in America like, damn, he don't want to fuck with us. And and he,
right, right,
and imagine if there was somebody in his camp that was like, man, we shouldn't fuck with these niggas. And then he was on some shit like, well, you know, maybe we shouldn't fuck with y'all. That would just destroy relations between us. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
And this is kind of like what Professor Smalls was saying. He was just on some shit like, well, I don't hate Tariq and his messages and his message. I'm FBA. I'm like, how the fuck can you be FBA knowing that he's hating on these people? So I would be saying, Traore, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you agreeing with this nigga knowing good and fucking well it's a strategic advantage to fuck with us? Like,
right,
like, why would you just agree with this person knowing that this person in your camp hates African Americans? Why would you say, well, I'm this? Like, that shit just don't make sense to me, dog. It just doesn't make sense to me. And he was doing that shit. And I'm just like, nah, bro, that's not it, dog. Like, that's not it.
right. Especially in this climate,
Yeah,
I don't think in this climate, kumbaya ain't gonna work.
yeah, but in the
It-
Kumbaya hate is even worse. Like that shit is terrible, bro. And like he's trying to kumbaya with the dude, knowing good and fucking well that they hold two different positions. Hold
Right.
hold two different positions, bro. It's like that's not the dude you need to be kumbayaing with, because
Right. Exactly.
if you know his
Right.
positions, then why are you fucking with the dude? Like, I'm not saying you gotta come out and be like he's a piece of shit, da da da, but you can say, democratically, hey, we chose to go our separate ways. He's kind of doing something different, and I'm gonna let him work on his project. I'll work on my project. My project is uplifting black people. He may have a different project. You don't even have to even say, hey, his project is hating on black people. You could just say, hey, he has a different project. If you want to be cool with the nigga, but I don't. Listen, bro. Me and you are cool, right? If you came
Right.
out and you was on some anti-African shit, and maybe it is like we say that, he's a little bit older and he doesn't have that particular fight in him, which we understand. I can understand if you was on some shit like, Cube has his own different project that he's working on, and you know he's doing this thing, but I rather stick on my thing that I've been doing for the past 50 years, whatever. Do that. If you don't want to blast me, do that. But the moment you come out and you say, well, when we look at a person doing this type of shit, we have to look at is the CIA involved? And once you already done blasted a nigga,
Right.
what the
Right.
fuck is the point of waiting for the rest of this shit?
Right. Because either what he's doing is CIA or is not.
Exactly, because
Because
you've already
right, because
recognized the
you
shit.
can do it. Right, you can do it and not be on the payroll. You acting in proxy.
Right. A
You doing
proxy.
exactly what the shit. Right.
And that's what I was saying earlier, is that you don't have to be on a payroll to actually be a part of white supremacy or act as like the arm of
Exactly.
white supremacy. You don't have to be on the payroll, nigga. You ain't got to clock in. But if you're doing their bidding, then that's fucking bad enough. You know?
Right.
And that's what I kind of feel like. This is not feel like. This is how I know what Tariq Nasheed is doing. Like, we can pinpoint this shit, bro. We can pinpoint what
Right.
he's doing and say, "Yo, this is white supremacy," because what the fuck are uh immigrants, Africans, Caribbeans, Hispanics? What the fuck are they actually doing to us when they come over here? These
Right.
motherfuckers ain't doing shit to us. Like,
They're not.
yeah, like, listen, we married them, we fucked them, we do all shit, all this type of stuff when they come over here. Like, they're not doing anything to us, and when they come over here, they're not thinking like, oh man, let's see how we can fuck over African Americans. That's not in their mindset of what they're trying
Yeah.
to do. Like, damn, how can we fuck these people over? How can we get over on African Americans? How can we steal their jobs? How can we? That's not what the fuck they're thinking.
No.
But this
The
is
the worst that they think, the worst that they think is, oh, I'm not fucking with African Americans.
because they may be
That's about it.
bad. Because they may be bad and engaged in gang culture or some shit. That's the worst they
Right.
think.
Right.
They don't.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been to meetings. They invited me to meetings. These Africans, and they wanted me to explain because when they first got here, they tried to keep their children,
Away from
away
us.
from us.
Hmm.
But their kids end up being just like us,
So guess
and
what?
so they
So guess what their parents did? They figured out, okay, so what's going. I'm gonna let you speak. Go ahead. My bad.
no. Go ahead, get your thought out.
No, I was just saying. So they're fed this shit like, oh, these people are so bad, but their children become mixed with our children, and they try to say,
Right.
well, how can we get our children away from their children? And then they find out that our children are not that fucking bad. We're not evil or anything.
Right.
And then when they find out,
Right.
oh shit, it's the fucking system that's doing this.
Exactly.
It's
Then
like,
so they invited me. Like, what is going on? They thought they
Right.
was doing everything to protect their kids, but their kids ended up just like our kids.
Yes. So it wasn't us. It was the fucking
Right.
system. So
Yep.
it's not that us we're doing anything to your kids. It's the system that's causing these children to be this way. We had nothing to fucking do
Exactly.
with this shit. So then they have to look at it differently and say, okay, so why is this happening? There has to be something else. And then some of them they'll still hate, but others they'll be like, oh shit, it's the fucking system. They'll get it and they'll say, damn, okay, cool. And then they'll try to work with us. But the way how Tariq Nasheed and these other motherfuckers is doing it, they're telling these people, well, they're telling FBAs, oh, they're doing the reverse of what the government is telling them. They're saying, hey,
Right.
they're saying, hey, these immigrants are bad, whereas the government is telling immigrants that we're bad. So
Right. Right.
how the fuck is that not white supremacy? Like
Right.
we're
Right.
not bad people, bro. Like we come up in the system. And had they came over here in the fucking 40s and 50s, they would have been right along with us because they couldn't have lived with white
Right.
folk. They couldn't have lived with white folk.
Right.
And a lot of them that couldn't live with white folk that did come over here in the 40s and 50s and 60s, they grew up with us. And so much so that now a lot of these motherfuckers are now what third, fourth generation to where now they trying to tell these people that are now third and fourth generation. They're saying, "Well, who are your parents?" And trying to make it seem like these people are not in the fucking fight with
Right.
us. These people,
Right.
these people that are
Right.
these people that are third and fourth generation, bro, they are ensconced into what the fuck we're doing because all they know is growing up African American. They don't know anything
Right.
about their homeland. You can't tell a person that their parents came over here in the 40s and then their grandparents came over here in the 40s, then their parents were born in the fucking 60s, and then they were born in the fucking 80s and they're millennials. You trying to tell them about a place that they don't even fucking know about.
Right. Right.
That's stupid.
Right.
And you trying to tell these people,
Man, I,
oh, you're tethers. How the fuck are they tethers when these people are like
right.
me? I was born in the fucking 80s.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. It's just dumb.
And I can remember when I was a kid, if you was an African, and let's say this was your first time going to school, man, you got trash. Especially like if you was dark skinned, you got
We
trash.
got on
I
you.
usually we got on you hard, and then you usually became one of us.
Yeah. But see,
Once you got over it,
go ahead.
no, I was just saying, once you got over us, because we talk about each other.
You started roasting other
And
Africans. Same
yeah,
shit.
yep,
You started
yep,
roasting other Africans. You were just like one of us. Bro,
yep,
listen. I grew up, bro. My mother passed away when I was in the 5th grade. Nigga, I got roasted. My mother wasn't shit. Da da da. I'm fighting every other
right,
day in school. You eventually get used to this shit. Like, so do I deserve a special indentation in life because niggas roasted me that my fucking mother passed away or that my dad was
right,
never nigga, the majority of people that I even grew up with, bruh, like in a mile radius didn't grow up with their fathers, bruh. Didn't grow up with their fathers. Like
right,
niggas
right,
talked about that shit. Oh nigga, where your daddy at? Da da da. Niggas talked about that shit. That wasn't a thing. We just did it. Bro, I'm telling
right,
you, bro,
right,
all of my friends coming up, bro, nobody had their fucking daddy except one nigga, bro. And guess what? The one nigga that grew up with his fucking daddy, this nigga sitting in prison right now for the rest of his fucking life. Bro, I swear to
yeah,
God on everything I love, bro. But most niggas didn't grow up with their fucking father. And we roasted niggas about it. Niggas roasted me about this shit. And it was like a thing that we just did in school and it was nothing. And we got over it. But they wanna make it
right,
seem like, oh, this is something that Africans are holding on to. Man, second, third generation Africans are not holding on to that shit, bro. That's
they're not,
bullshit.
they're not,
That's bullshit, bro.
right.
Because I had, bro, nigga, do you remember getting roasted on the shit that you came to school with, your clothes?
Oh
Nigga,
yeah, the
what?
clothes.
Who didn't get
Man,
roasted? Who did get roasted on the
dude,
clothes?
I used to have the biggest beef with Snoop Dogg because my mom used to give me a part, and she used to use her finger to part my head.
Oh man.
And man, he talked about me so bad on the bus. You know, he around his little thug friends. I couldn't say too much. Man, I wanted to beat his ass. But that's the life you live when you black and in the hood. It wasn't even the hood, just around black kids. You know, we talked about every little thing we did.
Everything,
The
bro.
part in your hair. I
Bro,
remember I
up
had
until the sixth grade, bro, I had the fucking Jesse Jackson part, nigga. I had the part, bro. Up until yeah, I want to say '96. I had the fucking rat tail. I had a rat tail. Now,
what?
bro, I swear to God on everything I love, bro, I had a rat tail. So when I was like in early elementary, like third, fourth grade, me and my little brother, we had a rat tail. We thought this shit was cool because it was cool. It was in style for young kids with the rat tail.
Yeah,
Nigga, once you started going like fifth, sixth grade, niggas like, oh, you got a rat tail? Nigga, once niggas with declining that shit, hey, I need this shit cut off. Cut the motherfucking rat tail off. Then the nigga got the part. Niggas clowning about the motherfucking part. Okay, get that shit off. Now I need a fade. Like that's what it was.
right, right. And the same thing when you had African kids, Caribbean kids. You gonna get so being in Cali when dudes came from New York with the Ewing,
Oh, I
you
know
know,
y'all
that orange
killed
and
them
blue Ewing.
niggas. I know y'all killed them
Oh
niggas.
man, we used to talk about a bag.
I know y'all killed them
Talk
niggas.
about a bag.
Shit,
But
I'm from
that's just
Miami,
black culture.
bro. That's just
You
what
from
it
Miami?
is, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Every nigga that came from New York or wherever the fuck them niggas came from, bro. Yo, especially those kids at the time. We grew older. I got kids, they got kids. Them niggas is so fucking ingrained into black culture.
Right,
They don't know
right.
anything other than that shit, bro. So
They don't.
when these niggas go to asking, well, where your family from? Where your daddy from, bro? That shit don't matter to these kids, bro.
It don't.
That
No, it
shit
don't.
don't matter,
And
bro.
and it doesn't matter because they face the same thing you face.
Right? Cause you're
Like,
black,
yep, you go in the store, you get followed. That pisses me off. I feel like stealing something when I'm getting followed.
bro. Who you telling? That make you want to take something.
Yep, yep.
That
It
make
makes
you
you
want to
want to.
set off the alarm on some shit.
Yeah, yeah. Just pick something out and run out. Yeah, yeah. You
That
thought you
shit
were gonna catch
real.
me, huh?
Hmm. Yeah, but they try
And
to make
everybody.
it. My bad. Go ahead.
No. This is. I was just saying. Yeah, they're trying to make it like it's such a big difference.
It's not.
Um, I like that comedian. He always does impersonation. I forget his name, but he's from Africa.
Oh, you
But he's
talking
first
about
generation.
Blackson? Is it Tony Blackson? What's
Yeah,
the
something Blackson. Yeah, yeah,
yeah the African?
yeah,
I can't get jiggy with this shit. When he first
yeah.
came out in the what was it,
Right.
Friday Part Two? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We all
yeah,
love that shit, bro. Like.
yeah.
And
But
he's
but
been
they said
playing
he
that
grew up in
same
Philly.
part. He's been playing that. He goes every movie. He's that black African nigga. Michael Blackston. Yeah, somebody just put it in. Cuban Crisis. Michael Blackston. He's been playing that fucking African with the fucking sandals for 30 years. And nobody trips off of that shit. Nobody trips.
Right.